but we talk about his songs. Is one of his hit singles, Lucid Dreams. It gets very in detail about his own demise, and it just seems like an invitation, and it goes hand in hand with the drug use. It goes hand in hand with the culture, and it's like, man, why y'all rushing it? It's gonna come before you know it. Why are you rushing it? Why? I think that we need to express and enjoy living a lot more than dying. And you see a lot of the rappers, and I can't help but to see Gucci Mane in particular, somebody who really promoted that, but got up out of that, thank God. And now you see this brother living all the way, living healthy, out here traveling, a whole different human being. I think in the case of Future, the transition kind of into him before you go into what he said. Or go to what he said before.
No. I'm gonna ask you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna direct it to you. Is Future to blame for Juice World and other kids wanting to try these different substances, drugs and stuff?
Blame? No, I'm not going to put blame on one man, but he has to accept responsibility in knowing he was a major influence. He was a major influence. You got people out here right now that will go toe to toe with you over Future being a GOAT. And I know people, and I just don't understand their language, but they live and die by Future. So he's 100% influential out here to his listeners and the people he listens to. And a lot of the things that he perpetuated, we gave criticism to him. Don't know the brother, got no problem with the brother, want to see the brother do well. But we've given criticism over the podcast and the platform before because of the things that he advocates and the things that he perpetuates, things that he's admitted he doesn't even do. So what the power that you have, why don't you go ahead and completely denounce Lean, denounce Molly, tell these kids not to do it, don't do this, don't do that. I'm not telling you what to do, but imagine if you did that, as opposed to just allowing another kid to die. And you just heard it. You had to hear it. Everybody heard it. He said why he started. You don't take any responsibility in that?
Now, you said you had a Future responded to a lot of this backlash, right?
Yeah, I got that up. Let me get that up real quick. All right, here we go. People see that on the screen right now. He said, your freestyle hits. Anyone who's ever witnessed you create will easily say you one of the greats. Little brother, your work ethic and passion for music remains impeccable. Juice WRLD forever. That was his comments. What do you think about that?
Cold. I mean, like, we can't sit up here and nobody's sitting up here saying that Future's responsible for his death. It's almost like when Jay-Z said in his song, he felt like he was responsible for his nephew's death because he bought him the car that he crashed in. It's that type of situation. Like, a little bit different, but it's like, yeah, your music, when you made that song and other songs, Molly Percocet and different things like this caused people to want to try that substance. You got to know, just like this is simple advertising, simply how the brain works. When we were talking about, when Jay-Z was talking about Cristal, whatever liquor he talked about, Ace of Spades, the sales went up for them liquors. It's the same thing with drugs. If you're talking about drugs, people are going to want to try this. These rappers are walking billboards, man. Thanks. Walking billboards, whatever they put on. So it's just like, you can't sit up here and just, try to take away the responsibility from the rappers. You can't. It is some response. I'm not saying all. It's responsibilities on the parents. It's responsibilities on a person. It's responsibilities on society. It's responsibility on that individual person. But yeah, the rapper does influence. You can't tell me that they can influence us to buy this liquor, but they can't influence us to want to try drugs. You can't sell that to me.
Yeah, and now we're sitting in a situation where a lot of these rappers are watching their best friends go ahead and fall and die, and they're dependent on things that they know eventually will kill him. Now,
right,
people are going to look at a Juice WRLD situation and look at it almost as an isolated situation. He popped an abundance of pills, which got him caught up and unfortunately led to his demise. I'm not doing that. I'm different, this, that, and third. But nah, we've had some of our greats die because of lean abuse. He had 6 bottles of lean in there. 70 pounds of marijuana. We ain't talk about that now.
Oh, man.
That's just a bad decision. Point blank, period. We love marijuana like the next man. But listen, man, wherever you were going, I'm sure they had marijuana for you. I'm sure you could have got some grade A bud wherever you going. And if you didn't, I'm sure 2-3 pounds would have motherfucking sufficed. You personally were not smoking 70 pounds of marijuana. So them motherfuckers around you, I just don't understand that. You had an enormous amount of red flags to give them motherfuckers attention. Like you said, somebody may have tipped him off. How else would they know all that shit was on the plane? If somebody didn't, that's a later discussion for a later day once we find out more. But you having all of that there, you're a walking target. Why even carry all that? It just makes no sense.
Yeah, and then that's what makes me think like it may be more to the story. I don't know what. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe a little bit more to this story than we know what's being put out there, because it just don't make no sense. All that, bud, like, damn, nigga.
Six bottles of lean. I mean, you a drug addict for real.
Yeah, but it was like, what? It was a lot of people on the plane as well. So I know somebody got arrested for the pistols or something like that. But
yeah, the security, I believe.
Yeah, so it's just like, you know, because I know academics have put like a little video up. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, where they was like showed all the people on the plane. So it was like maybe 10 heads on there.
I saw that one. Yeah,
I think like that. You know, I could be wrong, but as far as the count of the people on the plane, but so like it was like his friends and shit with him. Crazy, man. I mean, you know, I'm not sitting up here acting like, you know, friends party and sometimes they can, you know, somebody gonna have something, but that just seems like an excessive amount, man. That's crazy.
70 pounds. And even that though, I couldn't kill him. Not that.
Nah.
But condolences, all jokes aside, condolences to his family, condolences to Juice WRLD. This is way too soon for a young man, 21 years old, as creative and as talented and as loving as this dude seemed to be, to go out. This is real unfortunate.
Yeah, and you know, one thing we got to say though, Sam, man, that this is a part, and I want to say this, add this in there. This is a part of hip hop culture. Now, whether we want to say it or not, like drug use used to be, you know, I know people hear this a lot, but it used to be that it was glorified that you be the drug dealer. Now it's glorified, you know, more so, and it kind of always has, but what's way more mainstream now to be doing these different drugs. I mean, any rapper you can name. We had a lot of rappers we were talking about that said that they came off of it, but what about the rappers that's still on it? And not even the ones that still on it, the ones that still promoting it widespread. I mean, you could probably put a song out today and you're going to hear that. It just is what it is.
Yeah, and it might be from one of your favorite rappers, unfortunately, and they would have to. I mean, it just is what it is. Like you said, it's a part of the culture.
Yeah,
in the game. It's a part. It's ingrained in the culture. It's in the DNA of it. Unfortunately, we're going to have to live with it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, passed away down in Chicago at Chicago's Midway Airport. Now, according to new reports that came out today, they're pretty much saying that they were tipped off that his plane was going to be landing when Juice WRLD and a group of occupants that were with him, you know, exited the plane. The agents went on there and started smelling through the bags. They're saying at that time, Juice WRLD ingested some Percocets. Then after that, immediately went into a seizure, was foaming, bleeding from the mouth. They tried to resuscitate him for about 40 minutes, Sam, man. He passed away at the scene. Now, the crazy part that came out today was that when they did do the search and seizure, they saying 70 pounds of marijuana. They said they found about 6 lean bottles and some weapons on that plane, you know, which was a private jet that landed. So it appears that somebody tipped them off. They met him there. He was just taking the drugs, you know, to try to, you know, not be caught by the feds. And sad situation there. Now, they also did give him Narcan, which they give to people who are overdosing.
He got 2 cans, didn't he?
Yeah. He tried to resuscitate him to no avail. He must have took a lot of pills. Crazy situation there, Sam, man. So what do you think about this? I mean, we know about the death, but then now a day or two later, now they're saying that they found all of this stuff, you know, vacuum sealed marijuana, 6 bottles of codeine. What are your thoughts on this?
Man, well, he died early Sunday morning, 3 a.m. Sunday morning, I believe, in Chicago, at the O'Hare Airport. I think somewhere like that.
At the hospital.
At the hospital, he died. Yeah. Okay. Man, well, we reported yesterday on both of our platforms. Obviously, Sunday was an off day for us, and we didn't want to jump to any speculation early. But when we heard seizure, heard what was going on, young man, 21 years old, obviously dealing with demons and dealing with certain things when it came to drug use and things like that, we knew, but didn't want to speculate. And now reports come out today that he's swallowing pills and 70 pounds of marijuana and 6 lean bottles. It's like, dog, damn. Now you a young man, obviously a young man who was dealing with mental issues or mental health issues and things like that, as we all do. It is what it is. It's something that everybody deals with in their own way. But it's like, man, I don't even know where to begin. It's real sad and unfortunate. It kind of angers you because he's not going to be the last one. He's not the first one. Mm-hmm. These young kids are dropping like flies. And it's crazy to see. I told my son, and he was affected by it. He's 11 years old, kid, dude, 21 years old. Obviously, we didn't listen or really or look at his music the way the young kids do.
Right.
I appreciated him for doing freestyles and always being open to just giving out hip hop. I appreciated him for being one of the few young men or young lyricists out here